Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing a full day of eating vegan, easy, healthy meals that are all homemade, and I'm gonna show you how I get a good 130 grams of protein just from vegan sources alone today. So stay tuned. I've also got a seitan recipe. If you've been following me for a while, you probably maybe have already seen this recipe, but I've slightly updated it and I'll show you guys how I make it today. I started my morning off with my usual cup of coffee. I do almond and soy milk in my coffee. Very strange. The way I make it is I pour almond milk into the coffee, but then I froth soy milk on top. Really good. Then I had that with a lotus biscuit and two of these like little mini sugar-free cookies. They're just really fun to eat and really good. So had that. I'm about to go do some steps on the treadmill downstairs and reply to some of my clients' messages. 2 birds with 1 stone. So yeah, I always find that like just getting some steps in first thing in the morning. Not first thing, because I did do like some client check-ins and some work this morning, but just hitting a good chunk of steps before midday really helps just set the day off on the right foot. So I'm gonna do that and then I'll catch you guys at meal number 1. Here we have meal number 1. I made some protein mousse. I just take protein powder, which I mix with stevia and almond milk, and I love having this with frozen berries. The combination is just so good. Then I also had half a bagel thin with some Biscoff, and then on the top right corner over there you can see some mock meat. I've got the oomph mock meat and then these barbecue tempeh bits as well. I then went on to have my second coffee of the day. I made it the exact same way as my first one, and I had it with, again, 2 of these little sugar-free cookies. I just really enjoy dunking these into my coffee, to be honest. Hello friends, it is a few hours later. I'm about to have my second meal. I need to make seitan for it, so I'm gonna do a voiceover for the recipe just because like I think that's just easier to film and stuff. But the ingredients you're going to need is vital wheat gluten. I get this off Amazon. You're also going to need some nutritional yeast right here, and you're gonna need some soy sauce. I forgot to buy soy sauce. I don't have any, and I'm gonna make do without any soy sauce, which is gonna make this not taste very nice. You can walk past, it's okay. Cameo. Yeah, so in an ideal world you would have soy sauce, but if you're stupid like me, you don't have soy sauce. I am so annoyed because this actually tastes like shit without soy sauce. But hey ho, we eat to build muscle, not to enjoy it, right? Anyway, I'm gonna do a bit of a voiceover for this and I'll catch you guys in the next clip. So first we're gonna add in some of our vital wheat gluten into a bowl. I'll be leaving the quantities in the description, by the way. Then we're gonna go in with our nutritional yeast as well, and I actually went and bought some soy sauce, so I'm adding some of that and some water. Then you're going to wanna get your hands dirty because you're gonna actually use your hands to knead the dough. So it's gonna be a really awkward, liquidy, slimy consistency when you start kneading it, but you just have to keep going for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you're gonna end up with a nice doughy consistency. So I sort of messed up when I did it this time and I added a bit too much water, so make sure you follow the exact quantities below. This is what your dough should look like, by the way, and then you're gonna break it up into small little chunks, roll them into these little balls, and then you're going to place them into a saucepan with boiling water and allow it to simmer for 30 minutes. While that was cooking, I was gonna prepare my potatoes for this meal, so I just poked some holes in them and I put them in the microwave to cook them in there. I was also chopping up some zucchini while my seitan was cooking, and then once it was cooked, I chopped up the portion that I wanted and put that into a bowl. It should look something like this. And then I just plated everything up. I mixed in my potatoes and some tahini with the seitan. On the side I had my zucchini, and then I had 100 grams of carrots as well. Alright guys, it is now a few hours later and it's time for meal number 3. I try and wait between 2 and 3 hours between all my meals. Not gonna lie, I'm hungry as fuck today. I did legs yesterday and actually I filmed it. I'm gonna insert that leg workout right now. workout absolutely fucking killed me, and I'm just starving today because of it. So yeah, we went downstairs to sunbathe for a bit, and that kind of helped me not think about food for 30 minutes, but now it is time for the next meal. We're gonna do homemade chocolate banana ice cream. You're gonna need frozen bananas for this. What I do is I wait till bananas get like all ripe and really spotty, because that's when they're super sweet. And right before they kind of go off, you're gonna chop them up and freeze them. And then I'm gonna add in some vegan protein powder. You guys know PhD Smart Plant and chocolate cookie is my favorite protein powder ever. And we're also going to do a tiny bit of cocoa powder as well to make it a bit more chocolatey. And we're gonna top that with some tahini. You're going to need a food processor, not a blender, to make this. So again, I'm gonna do a bit of a voiceover, do a bit of a time lapse of me making this, and I'll show you guys the finished product. First, we're gonna go in with our frozen bananas. I'm just dunking into the food processor, and we're gonna process them away. This does take a while, guys. You're gonna, keep the machine going until it blitzes everything up into tiny little banana pieces. And then I went in with about 20 grams of my PhD Smart Plant protein powder in the chocolate cookie flavor. And I added in about 5 grams of cocoa powder as well. And then I continued to blend that for about 5 minutes on and off. It does take a while. You wanna make sure you're occasionally using a spoon to get the bits that get stuck on the edges, that we don't miss anything, and just keep on blending or processing on and off for about 5 minutes, I would say. And then you should have something that looks like this, a nice thick ice cream like consistency. So it's not too smooth like a smoothie bowl. It literally is like actual ice cream because you've not added in any liquids. This is key for this recipe. Do not add in any water or almond milk or whatever. Just use the frozen bananas. And then I plated it up, added some tahini and a tiny bit of cereal for some crunch. And this is the finished product. Meal number 4 was the exact same as meal number 2. I had zucchini, seitan, potatoes, tahini, and some carrots. And then for my last meal, best meal as usual, I had my chocolate protein oats along with 50 grams of low-calorie vegan Halo Top. Alright guys, it is now the next day. That was the full day of eating yesterday. I am still eating about 2,100 calories per day. I've been on the same amount of food for quite some time, and I just wanted to touch on a couple things because I've been getting a lot of people that are nosy, right? Asking me how come you're eating so little now compared to previously? And here's the thing, your metabolism is in a constant state of just changing depending on, what you've done to your body. And I went through a very grueling prep, and it's gonna take me a while to recover from this prep. I've also not gotten my period back, so my hormones are not fully kind of balanced, and I think just a lot of different factors have kind of affected my blood glucose, that kind of thing. So again, with the supplementation protocol that my coach has given me, again, don't copy it because it's for me and not for you. Hopefully we're able to kind of build up my metabolic capacity a bit higher, but that's just the aim of the game. Hiring a coach to keep you accountable so that you are gaining muscle but you're not overshooting the fat gain. I have a lot of girls say to me that they're so scared of gaining weight, but if you've been lifting for a while, you have to be okay with gaining weight. You have to be okay with the scale going up. We just want to kind of manage that rate of gain as best as we can in order to minimize the fat gain. But food-wise, I've been sticking to these same meals pretty much for all my rest days. It was a rest day yesterday, and then I did a reel on my Instagram, which will pop up somewhere on the screen, for my training day meals, which are very, very similar, to be honest. It's just what the post-workout meal is what replaces my chocolate banana ice cream meal usually. So yeah, I find that sticking to kind of some staple meals that you have pretty much on the daily helps reduce food focus. It makes it easier to meal prep, and that's pretty much it. So that concludes this video, guys. Rather short one compared to my usual vlogs, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop the video a like, subscribe if you're not already for more content. I'm going to be pumping out more videos with more consistency, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!